All right. Here we go, folks. Monday night. It is Juan. We'll let everybody file in. Yes. Monday night, Juan After Dark. What has been very, very pleasant weather, as a matter of fact. Very, very pleasant weather. Okay. There's that. Hello, one and all. We'll let everybody file in, folks. It is Monday night. We have a lot of news. We had a false alarm just a short time ago. And I'll explain what I mean by that, as a matter of fact. It's going to be very, very productive. Share that you are watching. Hola, one and all. That's right. Monday night, Juan After Dark. As soon as we hit 100, I will start to explain everything that is happening. And then we will, as we like to say, we will proceed from there. We wait Roberta Farrell. She says it's good, which means we're good to go. All right. Now, just a reminder. First of all, folks, look behind me. Look at that. Hello, Pat Anthony. There's everybody. Let me say, all right, we still have a little ways to go here. I'm only seeing 41. Folks, share that you are watching. Type in someone's name. Sweep those floors. Dust that chair. Where are everybody on the Monday night? Although it is nice out. It is absolutely beautiful outside. And we'll wait till it gets a little higher. And then I do want to explain. This is very productive. A lot of information I want to go through with everybody on this Monday night of May 15th. Yes, it is, as a matter of fact. It's Monday night, May 15th. All right, we're getting closer. There we are. What do I see? 66. Hi there, Tammy. There's Tammy Graziano and Gail. Of course, Rhonda. Hello, everyone. 65, climbing. There's Crystal Davis. Hola. There's Lynn Miller. Folks, Lynn Miller is here. That's right. Tockwatton Gate. Forever checking in. 67, getting higher. Greetings. Hi there, John Beckman in Vegas. There we go. Folks, 401 Cuts. Call 401 Cuts. That is what you see behind me, this green lawn. They are fantastic. Hi there, Deb Hauer. Hola. Folks, 401 Cuts. You can call them. What a fantastic job they do. And they will, oh, good. Yep. Josh, it's Katrina. Folks, small business, family business. They work so hard. That's why we're pumping them. As you know, Juan likes to help out all the small businesses when we can. And our highlight for tonight is 401 Cuts, landscaping company. There they are. You can find them on Facebook. Call them 585-6954. 401 Cuts. And they're doing a fantastic job with the lawn that happens to be behind me. All right, couple of things. Housekeeping, 78, getting there. Tomorrow night, Charlotte Lester Vigil. Has she been found? No, she hasn't been found. Folks, don't you think I would say something? I don't understand these people. Oh, did they find her? Why would we be having a vigil if they found her? No, we're having the vigil because they haven't found her. And let me be very clear about something, just to put it in context for some people. And I know people mean well. I do know that. I'm not insensitive to that. And I recognize, many times it's not lost on me that many times people, they don't know what to say, right? So, and what I mean by that is, listen, she's not going to be found alive. We've known that for a while. I know, this is about justice. This is about closure for the family. There's Jane Rice, who we'll see tomorrow. Folks, if you can't make it, I will be live streaming. And so I get it. But I shared on the page all the details. I don't know, half hour, an hour. We're going to gather. It will be 1 year tomorrow night that Charlotte Lester was last seen alive. Let me be very clear, and we've kind of been over this a little bit, but I still see people like, oh, I hope she's not going to be returned to her family. I don't know how else to, come on. Some of you would never make it in private eye school. Don't have a lot of Columbos out there. listen, it's not happening, okay? Why do you think we've already kind of gone through this a little bit. The police were in Staples for a month. Hint, hint, someone attacked me when I broke the news about the mattress. Hint, hint. And then I see a comment. Well, I'm praying she'll be returned to her. She's not being returned to her family. It is very possible she will never be recovered or found. Folks, sometimes, as we say, we talk in code a little bit here. Same thing with Anna Walsh. I just hope she's not, Anna Walsh is not being returned to her family in Cohasset. And look at that. And they're never going to find the body. So I'm praying that Charlotte be found safe. She's not going to be found safely. The family is prepared. Yes, I'm telling you. That's all right, Kerry. The family understands that. And by the way, every time you say that, there's someone cheering you on, like, see, she could be anyway. No. Well, anything's possible. That's not true. Anything is possible. No. Actually, that's not true. If you show up at the airport tonight, they're not going to hand you the keys to fly a plane, right? Not a commercial airplane. Well, anything's possible. Well, that's actually not true. Anything is possible. I don't know what to tell you, Robin. Ask Roberta. She's doing the notifying. Hi there, everyone. That's right. So it's tomorrow night. Now, I think afterwards, we'll then roll into the Crow's Nest. Only because you're going to be able to see it. I'm very big on, all right, where's the closest place? Someone said to me, why don't we go to there's a place over by the mall? I'm like, no, we're not doing, a caravan? A place by the mall. I mean, I would think afterwards we'll invade the Crow's Nest Lounge, whatever that is, the lounge at the Nest, and, just everybody say hello, mingle. I have a feeling, but when I've done stuff like this in the past, it normally just works. Like, what's the closest possible place? And everyone just kind of roll in there. We don't want to just stay out there all night. But that'll be tomorrow night. Now, last night, there was a homicide. Manton Avenue. Juan had a very long weekend. Hope everyone had a good weekend. I enjoyed the Celtics game like everyone else. And it was a rare Sunday night. I actually fell asleep at 10:30, quarter of 11. And at 11 o'clock, I woke up at 1:30, I think. And my phone, shooting on Manton Avenue. Where are you? Are you on your way? The police are holding off to talk. They're waiting for you to get here. Folks, sometimes we get there, sometimes we don't. I mean, it was a rare thing. Most of the time, I'm awake. And the shooting happened right at 11. If it was a normal time, I would have been there. David San Martino knows. How many nights? It's 11:30 midnight. I'm still, thinking. It's like the episode of the Brady Bunch when Peter Brady, right? When he won the thing and he having the birthday party and no one showed up for it. So many times I'm going around still thinking maybe I'm going to go somewhere and then nothing happens. Last night was not one of those times. Now tonight, if you're a subscriber, you're going to notice I posted going live, I think before 6. It was a stabbing. It was on Manton Avenue. The victim was transported to the hospital. They got the suspect. So when I got there, the scene had basically cleared. And then, let me explain. When they say the scene has cleared, which means, all right, I think there was maybe one cop, but there was no yellow tape up or anything. I mean, I did see 10 and 12 were there. So it's a false alarm. It happens. All right, so that's an hour of my life I can't get back, that I went racing to Oneyville, and then it was a stabbing and it cleared. Now, if something happens tonight, there'll be a different story. I also just want to mention, everyone, and thank you for the stars tonight. You help support the program. The program continues to get bigger. Folks, we are right on the cusp of 50,000 followers. There's far more people, by the way, that come on to the page. We're so close. We're at 49,000, so close to 50,000 following the page. But the numbers would blow your mind. Sometime, maybe tomorrow night, if I've had a few, I'll tell you exactly how many people. You'd freak if you knew how many people. Now, there are people that come in, they watch things, they, leave a comment, and then they just bail, right? They don't ever click. So So there's hundreds of thousands of people. Actually, there's millions of people that come in and watch us. But then they just, for whatever reason, they don't follow the page. Who knows why? I can't get inside someone's mind. I saw that. I shared that. Morgan Troy, Warwick Police looking for a ticket switcher. I shared that, and I actually don't know what that means. What is a ticket switcher? I'll look it up. I shared that, though, from the Warwick Facebook page. Now, I also want a little housekeeping here. All right, so a councilman in Cranston, it is true, I've interviewed him. He was apparently caught Pontiac Avenue this morning, allegedly arrested for smoking crack. Little unusual on a Monday on Pontiac Avenue. I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one, Dana. Switches price tags. Oh, okay, thank you. Like a ticket switcher. I don't know what that means. I was actually like a ticket switcher. Is that someone like two people are rubbing lottery tickets? One person wins, the other one doesn't. They're like, hey, look at that bird. And they turn, they switch the tickets. Oh, looks like I won 10K. Hi there, Donna. Yeah, I know. All right. Now listen, who knows? We're going to wait and how this plays out. But I do know him, Matt Riley. I interviewed him back in the fall when Governor McGreed was thinking of putting a homeless shelter in Cranston at the Pastore Center. I don't, could be, listen, the police, how great are the Cranston police? By the way, folks, 401 cuts behind me. I never, I actually did work in retail, but I'm trying to think, did I ever work retail? I worked at cash register, I worked at something's IGA. I worked in retail at the outlet, but they didn't have me at a cash register. I was at the gift box. I was in high school. Once you got a gift box, you had to come see me by the elevator. And then I would look at the item and then decide what size gift box you got. And then for a short period of time they had me. I volunteered to do the complaint department at the outlet. My dream job. What's your complaint? So you'd get the people like, can I get, a gift box doesn't say outlet? No. You're buying it here. No, that's what the box says. No. Someone, can I get a bigger box? I want to put things inside. What do you think about that? No. 401 cuts. 401-585-6954. Folks, your lawn, they are tremendous. Josh and Katrina. 6954. All right, so hey, who hasn't smoked crack behind a beauty salon on a Sunday in Pontiac Avenue? All right, granted, little unusual. Who knows? We'll wait and see. We'll let this play out. Cranston police, though, did the right thing. They could not, I don't know what that means. What's this bus for the homeless wand? Does anyone have any idea what he's talking about? A homeless bus. You got me. I have no idea. Bill asked Roberta. Anyone have any idea what he's talking about? I look for the comment. Bus for the homeless. What's this bus for the homeless? I don't know how else to... What bus? What are you talking about? Bus for the homeless. Anyone have a clue? Anybody? Someone else answer that. I'm stumped. Folks, welcome. I get this type of stuff all the time. I like the people that send me... Oh, Cherry and Webb. All right, you can put wherever you worked. And if you worked... you did. I didn't know that, Cherry. So anyhow. Now listen, I ran out of money? I don't know. Oh, you were Lori. All right. Ask David. Ask someone. Anyone have any dignity bus? I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is. So, again, if you're watching Fox News, that's not stuff around here. I get there's a lot of people, they watch Fox News and then they just type in Polly want a cracker. It's just, they're just typing in whatever they're hearing. So I have no idea. Is that what they're calling it? A dignity bus? I don't know. Folks, I was down in Oneyville looking for a blanking stabbing. So if they're now calling something, I don't know about that. But what I do know is that no one is covering the fact. Hi there, Farrah Paul. It was on Channel 10. I don't know. Call Channel 10. Now do I have to go to their website? Dignity Bus. All right, maybe it's a thing. Is this something that they're having that the homeless are taking? Cranston City Council member faces drug charges. Yikes. Homeless crisis. I don't know. I don't see anything about a dignity bus. Good thing I'm not getting distracted. No? Is that it? No. I have no idea what he's talking about. Oh, it was on... Oh, all right, Channel 10. I should know everything on Channel 10. I don't know. Is that what they're giving bus rides to homeless, calling it a dignity bus? I have no idea. I don't know. But this thing, folks, about the homeless that no one is actually really dwelling on is the fact that Governor McKee, as I've said, is basically adopting all these adults. That's what it's coming down to. And he's going to be responsible for them. How about the comments? The amount of the comments of people, every time if we post that there is someone lying on a sidewalk, how about the people that turn it on that we're doing something wrong by posting it? So the guy spread out on the sidewalk, he's fine. It's those of us that are saying how it's totally unacceptable and should not go on. And instead, the focal point, right? Like there's nothing on them that is just totally unacceptable behavior. And folks, as I mentioned also in the past, you know, having poor people there's nothing new about people that are poor. You don't have to live like a slob. There's a video I'm going to show later that I was speaking with someone that posted. She's going to be guest tomorrow on the program. And, you know, what some of these people do with these apartments, it's just they're horrendous. They do. I'm telling you, Jeannie. But as I played today on the radio show, these people quizzing the governor about the Cranston Street Armory. And, well, where are they going to go now? Well, where are you going to put them? Well, how are you going to feed them? How are you going to clothe them? Like it's an adoption. It is. So you're going to take care of them? You're going to feed them? You're going to clothe them? Where are they going to wear? How are they going to get around? You're going to give them doctor's rights? Like, what the hell is this? They're all Americans. Most of these people, as you do have sex offenders in there, but most of them, they don't qualify for Section 8 housing because they're very able-bodied workers, but they don't want to work. So now this whole business, they're all going to be, yes, that's right, Crystal. So we have to take care of, like, what is this? We have to take care of them? But the media questioning agreed. Well, are you going to feed them? How are they supposed to get there? Hey, like, what is this? What are they, infants? My God. Like, it's just embarrassing. It is. We have Section 8 housing. But even those individuals, like, there has to be some contribution. If you saw the story, what they did with the Cranston Street Armory, that they're so lazy and they're such slobs. They would go into the restroom at the armory, and they couldn't even go into the stall. They were defecating. I mean, it's embarrassing to even think. Defecate on the floor and just like urinating in the corner. I get it. It's drug hazed. It's people that are blown out. And then these idiots come on the page. Oh, why don't you take? Why in God's name would I take them? Like, I'm not the one defending them. You can defend them. I saw panhandlers when I was coming back from Oneyville. All of these people, you're more than welcome to drive down to Providence. They're also by the mall, right? They're in Pawtucket. And hand them as much. That's the beauty of this country. You could hand them as much money as you want. I'm telling you. So Governor McKee, all right, well, it's only 100 people. We're going to pay their rent at the motel. Yeah, what do you mean it's only 100? Then it's going to be 500. Then it's going to be 1,000. And you think of those of you that watch, I think of like that Monica Poole, friend of Ladybug, right? Who we interviewed last spring, Memorial Day weekend. Homeless. Won't work, right? Family, whatever. Leery of the individual. Hey, goes for hotel vouchers, crashes here or there, was crashing at Ladybug's place for a period of time, friendly with Perkins. So we're supposed to give money to help that person? Like, have you completely lost your mind? I'm not giving them anything. Just like these people, I think we should take care of the people in this country. Go down and take care of them. See how that goes. Yeah, guess what? It's a bottomless pit. I just think in this country we should take... How do you want to help them? Yeah, they let them stay at the Armory. They were destroying the place. Cigarette butts in the corner, urinating in the corner, defecating all over the place. You go take them in. They're slobs. They're lazy, degenerate slobs that want handouts. Get your act together. Get a blanking job and make something of your life. Everybody help me. And the media, to even Magritte. I can't believe I'm even defending McKee. Yeah, that's right. 3 meals a day, plus we'll put you up, plus free healthcare, plus free phone, plus they give them vouchers for clothes and food, all this other stuff. Folks, it's so simple. If you pay people not to work, they're not going to work. They're a drain on society. And then I have these people, oh, this is terrible, all these homeless vets. Listen, in Rhode Island, that's one thing. There are no homeless vets. All right, there are organizations involved that look out for the veterans, and there's special places for them, but there are no homeless vets. Other people talk about the illegals. So in Rhode Island, the illegals are not being put up yet in hotels. But no, these are Rhode Islanders. Or they're from around it. They're Americans. Notice 90% of them are white. 90% are white. And they're just like god awful. And by the way, they don't all have drinking problems. They don't all have drug problems. And they don't all have mental health problems. Other than, they're lazy in whatever it does for you being on the street. And then I see people parrot some of these other lines. We give all this money to Ukraine. Let's help the people in this country. So you want to talk about a parochial view. All right. In California, they said, you know what? If they want to sleep in a tent, we'll feed them. We'll give them showers. We'll give them dental care. Look what they've done to Los Angeles. 70,000 homeless people. Do those look like people that just need temporary help? Do those look like people? How about they've destroyed San Francisco, Portland, Seattle, but the San Francisco area, Los Angeles, they've destroyed California, and the weather's better, so they never really have to deal with the cold that much. But these people, I think we should. So how do you want to help them? You want to go to that crowd that are smoking pot and drinking beer and booze in the tents, and you want to what? Start handing out cash? And take it away like that. That is the worst talking point in the world. If you want Russia to beat Ukraine, which I don't, I am all in on, we take out Putin and then we take out China. They're aggressive. They want to take out the West. We're the West. The West is the best. The Reagan principle, America, greatest country on earth. They are our adversaries. Russia, China have an allegiance to try to take us down. North Korea is our enemy. Iran is our enemy. We have allies. No. We don't let Russia and China invade other countries. Period. End of story. I don't care what they say on Blanket Newsmax. I don't care what Marjorie Taylor Greene says. I don't give a shit. It's the Reagan doctrine. Peace through strength. We still have the finest military in the world. So I'm not falling for that. So we should take the money that is keeping peace in the world, like in Taiwan, where China wants to invade, in Eastern Europe that Russia wants to go into. And we should take that money and we should hand it out to the degenerates out on the West Coast. That's your idea. I want to repeat, these people, you are more than welcome to go and hand out as much money as you... Listen, here's the good news. Go to Motel 6. Start handing out $500 to each person there. I just want to help all of you. See what they do with the money. What do you think that's going to straighten out their life? They're going to go on a binge. Ridiculous. So, folks, tomorrow, I'm sick of hearing about the planned Ukraine war. All right, I'm not getting into it. Planned Ukraine war? Listen, the war is there because Putin invaded. Period, end of story. He is 70 years old. He wants to go down. He wants to take land. That's why he wants to go out. Whatever else you're hearing is all nonsense. It's all BS. Okay? No matter what people say, I don't want to, and I hate this. I told Roberta, I purposely don't even talk about this stuff, because then these people come in and they saw something on Rumble or Gateway Pundit or this other bullshit and just start regurgitating it, parroting, just repeating the same lines over and over. So I'm not even getting into it. I know. Well, it's the same thing. Why? Like, I love the fact anyway, I don't want to get off it down the wrong track, because then we start getting these people of Hunter Biden is running the Ukraine and this other complete nonsense. Listen, he's not. Okay, neither's the father. But anyway, closer to home, we have our own things to worry about here. As a matter of fact, here in the biggest little. Tomorrow night, Charlotte Lester, 1 year anniversary that she was last seen. If you can't go, it's okay, but we will be there live streaming. I don't know what time. Sometime it starts at 6:30, about sometime after 6. It would be nice to see a lot of you. I will be there. Now, here's two other things. When I'm there tomorrow, I'm going to be live. I'm live. When you people see me at a crime scene, I'm live. I have so many people still come up. Oh, I didn't know if you're live. You know, you were just watching me in your car and you could see I'm speaking in real time? That's your first hint that I'm live. Tomorrow night, I will be live. We will be live at the Charlotte Lester Vigil. So, oh, I didn't know. Are you live right now? Gee, why would you think that? All right, the other thing, you know, and this is actually a good question, and you could always ask Roberta Farrell, or Ann, but many times, some of you, not everyone, some will ask, for crying out loud, some people will ask, are you going live tonight? And the way I want you to think of this is, think of it kind of like the firefighters. Think tonight, whatever time it is. Let me just double check. It is 7:41. So let's just say, right now, anywhere, you ride by a firehouse and you say to the firefighters, so are you guys going to put out a fire tonight? What would they say? We don't know. We're on call. If there's a fire, we're going to go out. Otherwise, you know, same thing with the police. It's like that. So sometimes people say on a Saturday, are you going live tonight? And my response is, well, you know, we're on call. Now, last night was different. It was Mother's Day. I told everyone, sound slow. You can have the night off. I fell asleep. The next thing you know, we have a homicide. So, all right, I've been to the other 4. We missed that one. But anyhow, but that's the way you think of it. Now, Wednesday night, tomorrow night, Charlotte Lester Vigil in Apponaug, right near the Crow's Nest. I shared the page. Wednesday night, we'll be back with Mark. Wednesday night, I think we're going to have special guests. And then Friday night, we are planning on Cranston PD Live again. But other times, last Thursday, was I planning on going to Coventry last Thursday? No. But situation warranted for Juan to drop everything and go, without question. So I will be there. But I want you to know, it's like that. That, in essence, you know, now right now, it's 7:42. So, and people will ask this, and I get it. It's fine. It's a little bit of, sometimes it's like people condition to TV, and I fully get that. Are you going live later tonight? I don't know. I mean, if there's something warranting me to go out, but think of the firefighters, right? Like if you right now go to a fire station. So you guys going out tonight to battle a fire? We don't know. If we're called, we'll go. I'm on call. If that happens, then you know, we'll go out and we will cover it. You know, there've been plenty of Sunday nights that I've been up till midnight. I call it on call, whatever we want to call it. On call, on duty. We're like ready to go. And everything is so ready to go. But sometimes, much like the police, you saw Cranston PD Live Friday night, wasn't the most active, or sometimes fire will go through a shift. And right, there's no fire or anything like that. So, but that's tomorrow night, and then Wednesday we'll be riding back with Mark, and I think we're going to try a new segment on Wednesday night, which is going to be the halftime interview. The halftime interview with Mark. We generally go 8 to 10, right around there, 8 to 10, and at 9 o'clock halftime, we'll do an interview, and I'm going to start to book guests Wednesday night, right in that window around 9 o'clock, where then we'll have some special guests. So, folks, here's the deal. It is 7:44. It is Monday evening. Again, Juan After Dark. 401 cuts. 401 cuts. Have them do a spring clean out for you? They're fantastic. Well, Nancy, you're our special guest. You and Jane. Nancy, you're supposed to be our special guest on Wednesday night. You and Jane, that's the plan. I just need to give you the address of where we're going to meet. But that we're going to try a new segment, the halftime guest. And then we'll have, and just for like 10 minutes, right, we're riding. Now, if something extraordinary happens, I'm not leaving, I'm not going to leave something active to then go talk to our guests. But just as a way to kind of break things up a little bit. For the Wednesday, the halftime guest. I like the idea of it. I want to try it. Folks, as you can tell, we try out different things. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But I like to experiment in that way. So at 7:45, now again, it's still light out. Live stream season is here. Thank you for all the stars tonight, folks. You make it happen. Everyone, so many people subscribing. So many people appreciate what we do. I apologize missing the homicide last night, but Juan fell asleep. I had a busy weekend. Very unusual. I fell asleep watching Succession. Next thing I know, I wake up whatever time, and my phone had blown up with people like, "Where are you? There's a murder in Manhattan Avenue." The police said they'll wait 10 more minutes for you to get here, or they're going to just start the press conference. I mean, it was just one of those things. Juan was tired, folks. A lot of running around. That's right, Dana. So sleepy Juan. That is exactly right. And also, now again, I'm not saying we shouldn't have safety nets for people that fall. There are things that can happen, but I reject this thing that, like all of us are 1 month away. That could be. Listen, I'm telling you right now, I'm not laying down in a doorway next to Trader Joe's. I'm not doing it. I'm not lying on a sidewalk. I don't even see where it's comfortable. But this notion, like, at any moment, that could be, I don't believe that. I refuse to believe that. I can't see a scenario of that. It's sad when something happens to someone, they end up there. But many times it is a series of poor decisions that has brought them to that point. That is ridiculous. And these people are doing that because the rents are getting high. The reason there's a lot of reasons to it, but we have to stop. You're not helping them by giving them free housing. You don't have to do a thing, right? The Motel 6 crowd, put your feet up. It's party time. It's going to be a party summer. We're going to feed you. You get your own room at Motel 6. You're free to smoke and do drugs and drink all day and party on, and we'll pick up the tab. It is absolute insanity. Well, it's only 100. Yeah, it's only 100 now. So what does it become? Yeah, think out in L.A. One guy pitched a tent on the sidewalk, and someone said, "Hey, wait a minute," and someone else said, "You know what? It's just one guy. How bad could it get?" 65,000 people later. They're like termites. All right, we're going to monitor. That's right. We're going to monitor the news. Folks, again, Monday night, 401 Cuts. Give them a call. Your Spring Blowout Lawn Care Company. Katrina and Josh, they're terrific. I'm telling you, Karen, it's ridiculous. Oh, that could be any one of us in a month. I refuse to believe that. Laying on, no, I don't. Even like, look at like Game of Thrones. Those people weren't lying on the sidewalk. Someone said, well, what's your solution? Well, I'd ban lying on sidewalks to start off. Listen, as I've said, I have met people in poverty and people that I have met who are really good people. They were from difficult circumstances. And you go into their home and it's immaculate and they're clean and they wear their Sunday best. And I had a meal with this woman. She worked 3 jobs in New York. She insisted, I did her a favor. She insisted I come and have a meal with her and her family. Listen, it was in a rough area. Not that I said anything. You went inside. It was, were they poor? Yes, they were very poor. And they were on government assistance. But they weren't slobs about it. And they had pride. And they didn't wear ripped clothes. And they weren't laying out there. Her name was Henrietta. She worked 3 jobs, taking the subway all over. Amazing, wonderful people. But no, not just laying out on the side. That could be you tomorrow. No, it's not going to be me tomorrow. I don't think it's going to be me tomorrow. I don't think so. Boy, that would be a live stream. That's right, Crystal. No, doesn't mean that. Look at Little House on the Prairie. They didn't have money. Look at the Waltons, right? Living in the South during the Depression. Everybody pitches in. No Asian homeless on the West Coast. There were no Asian homeless in LA. Think about that. No. The people at Motel 6, they're lazy. They're gold brickers, dregs of the earth. Period. End of story. Enough of this. Isn't that nice? 2 homeless men urinating in the front of McDonald's. You know, the comedian Kevin Hart, I just saw a video where he was doing stand-up, and he's like, what happened to San Francisco? He was going into a restaurant, and as he's going into the restaurant, there's a guy defecating on the sidewalk in front of the restaurant. What is this? Terrible. All right. Thank you, everybody. Yep, that's right. Terrible. They do carry. Family is very strong. Same thing. You don't see as many Latinos. Mostly black and white. In Rhode Island, let's be honest, most of the homeless are white, right? WT. All right, if something breaks, we're on it. Otherwise, tomorrow night, 6:30, Charlotte, Leicester, Vigil. I don't know. I think it'll be a half hour. I'm going to live stream it, and then I think we roll over to the Crow's Nest, and, you know, everybody gets to say hello. All right, folks. Thank you, everybody. Again, it's just the beginning. If news hits, you know I'm there. This has been Juan Pre-Dark.